This is season 2 now.
The Nebraska friend.
It's just like a bunch of cows. Or like corn.
Welcome to What's Haunting Wes and Nate. I'm Wes Potts.
I'm Nate Bledsoe.
And today on What's Haunting Wes and Nate, we're going to be going over Season 5 of Paranormal Witness, Episode 7, The Nebraska Fiend. Not to be confused with what we were talking about earlier, which was The Nebraska Friend.
Yeah, it's just a friend.
All right.
A friend from Nebraska.
It's my pen pal from Nebraska.
I should really quit tweeting and focus the shit up.
That's true. Like always, we're gonna have our link below, and then you just click along with us, and we'll talk over your TV because we're invasive.
Yeah, we're like Asian carp in Michigan.
Yeah, in Michigan, which is not very far from Nebraska.
Sure.
In the scope of the world.
Right. In terms of being part of the contiguous United States.
As always, we'll have a brief pause while you guys can get that loaded up. And then once that's starting to play, just click on us and we will be able to talk along with this. All right, the story is based entirely on eyewitness testimony.
Prove it.
And bad recorder music.
Guys, Mom, I've mastered Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I've mastered hot cross buns. That's always like the first thing that they always teach you in those classes, and like you can always tell when the 5th graders are starting to learn the recorder because you just hear like,
oh fuck! What the hell?
ooh, fire! I like where this is going.
Yeah, but did you not see like what is essentially like, oh, there's a scratch a 3. There was like a demon face.
This one's looking out to be pretty good, unlike the contract.
The last almost all of them.
No, the Haint Blue one was really good, and I also really enjoyed Zozo.
Okay, but like Zozo also kind of like was. I mean, like the demon aspect was like super cool, but everything else was just kind of like.
It had some good jumps in it, remember? And then there was the one about the Bruja.
Yeah,
that was a cool one too.
Solemn flute music. Fucking shit, I can't speak.
Yeah, we're recording right now.
Wait, we're recording?
Yeah, dude. The following events occurred in Norman, Nebraska between 2012 and 2014.
Oh boy.
That's not too long ago.
Nope.
Oh man, you can tell she's super hard because she was like, okay,
I bet they
she was
named her
between
after
12 and this is like, so this was recorded in 2016. So right now she's looking at what, like, okay, she was 12 in 2014. That makes her like, what, 16 here? She's hard. She got a nose ring, just like me.
I bet her parents were real big fans of Fleetwood Mac. That's why they named her Rhiannon.
What about Rayleigh? What do you got for that? Go.
Well, I bet these are all gonna have like R starting first names, so like those are the kinds of parents that I'm gonna hate.
Danielle does not begin with an R.
Right, but I bet all of her kids have names that begin with R.
All 2 of them?
Yeah, and also it's Riley, Ryle. Go fuck yourself. I hate that pretentious misspelling.
I think I said something that wasn't Riley.
No, it's Riley.
No, I know, but I think I fucked up that.
Well, I don't care. Oh, her husband's name is Randy.
So she decided to go with the R theme based on her husband.
Because they don't.
Do you think they flipped a coin?
No, I think
like they're like, okay, we're gonna name either all of our children with R names or D names. Heads, you win, Randy. Tails, Danielle wins. And he's like, heads.
First of all, his name's Randy, so like gross. Secondly, I think it's because they don't have any sons, and so it's just like, well, you know, we can't call him Randy Jr. we're gonna need more space, so we found the perfect house in the middle of goddamn Nebraska.
We found it in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that's I couldn't do that. Could you do a population of 48 whole people?
No.
I think there's more people that come to my family reunion than there are in this entire town of Nebraska.
I could barely do a town of less than 1,000 in Fairgrove. So 48 seems like a literal nightmare. Like,
I don't even think I've ever been to a town that has like that close. I think the smallest town that I've ever driven through was like 250 people.
Yeah, if you, if you've ever driven north to Camdenton through Buffalo, you pass through Tunis, Missouri.
Oh, the great town of Tunis. How many people are there?
I want to say like.
Oh, what's the dog's name?
I'm gonna go.
I bet it's Raekwon.
I'm gonna go with eerie music.
It's a good guess.
I like how they're clearly from the city, and they're like, we needed space, so we're gonna buy this farmland, and I guess not use it.
We're just gonna let it decay and rot.
The first thing we noticed when we walked into this old barn next to a silo that hasn't been used in like forever was that it smelled
like a barn.
Like a barn. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Okay, I could get the rotten wood, but the eggs, like, come on, who's really bringing rotten eggs into an old barn?
You know what I don't get? Why there's a stuffed bird in the barn?
Maybe it was just left there by the former owner.
No, don't touch it.
Oh wait, is it? Oh yeah, this guy's just a taxidermist. The old guy is just a taxidermist.
There was a bunch of weird taxidermy. Yeah, I mean it was bad taxidermy.
It was from a cult of taxidermists.
Uh-oh. And that one's a people.
And that's a deer. Nate suffers from body dysmorphia. He thinks that he looks like a deer.
I do.
He's really sad about himself and down about himself because he doesn't have.
Do you know that like deer will
doesn't have
eat
horn.
human remains if they come across them in the woods?
I mean, I would eat deer remains, so I can't see why the tables turned is weird.
All I'm saying is we need to kill those deer.
I mean, yeah, they're a nuisance. They hit my cars occasionally.
We need to kill all of them.
Erase them off the map.
They've acquired the taste for human flesh. It's only a matter of time before they start hunting us.
There was actually a video game about that. They used to sell it at Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
Wes, that wasn't a video game. That was practice. That was
an alternate reality that you fell into, Wes.
Yeah.
Where deer are the hunters and you are the most dangerous of game.
Yeah.
So, Mom, I found this dusty old hatchet.
And they keep a really nice, like, China-ware cabinet in this barn.
I love how... Here's how I know this isn't accurate. The keys still are not only in the lock, but are still with this, like, antique cabinet. That does not happen. Those keys would have been
Wait. Was that like a... No, never mind. I thought that was like one of those like... Have you ever seen those like Venus statues? Like the really fat Venus statues? I thought that was one of those. I was like, why does he have that? Like, I just thieved this from the Turkish...
Oh!
Ooh, yeah. Dead girl.
And that dead girl's pissed because she broke her statue.
And there's her parents. No, she's back at the house. We just... What happened there?
Well, she got sucked into an alternate dimension where there were, like, ghosts and stuff. And...
You mean the dimension that we're in now?
Yeah.
Okay, so they brought it in. The accursed China cabinet they brought in. Do you think that little girl died in that China cabinet?
I do. I'm probably listening to the Doobie Brothers' China Grove.
I love China so much, I'm just gonna live in this. You're gonna die in there, too. What is that?
Liver? Is that deer?
What family just... Okay, did your parents ever cook you liver when you were younger?
No.
Neither did mine. This is a family of cannibals.
Yeah, also, that's an awfully big, like, cleaver. Why?
Maybe they found that in the China cabinet.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Mama. I heard his voice right in my ear. Mama.
I heard this voice in my ear, and wouldn't you fucking...
And it was the dog.
Yeah, wouldn't you fucking know it? It was some ghost kid just shouting away. Giving me goddamn tinnitus.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that, like, it's got to be really hard being a mom when you have children, because, like, dads... if this is anything like my family, like, everyone just gangs up on my mother a
Yeah.
lot of times.
But here's the problem with that. Her husband's name is Randy, and at some point she's gonna have to say, "God damn it, Randy! I need you to take this seriously." Randy, there is something wrong. Is it a slow-mo drip?
Yeah, dude. Or it's just spitting.
Either that or, like, it's not real water, it's just gelatin.
They literally just CGI'd water coming out of that sink.
So Randy and I were laying in bed, and I was dreaming about the fact that I'd married someone whose name is Randy.
We might have a fan out there whose name is Randy, and you're just, like, shitting on his parade. I like you, Randy, if you're out there
I
listening.
mean, I like you too, but in the context of this, this is a fucking goofy-ass name.
Okay, what if you were born with the name Randall? What would you go by? Like Ran? Or Del? The funky homo sapien?
I mean, Del, Rand, because why not? But not Randy. You know what Randy speaks to me? It speaks to me in, like, a white A-neck with, like, a pile of Michelob Ultra cans. And, actually, that hat you're wearing.
Okay, first and foremost, the best Randy that I've ever seen is the one on South Park.
Yeah.
Because any Randy-centric episode is the best episode of the season.
I mean, also
Although I
there's
wouldn't
Randy
know because I
Newman.
haven't watched a season of South Park for like 5 or 6 seasons now.
Randy's still pretty much the best one. I mean, so, you know.
Randy Marsh.
Yeah. I mean, there's also Randy Newman, who sang a lot of great songs.
Yeah, he did.
On one about how, I guess, short people should kill themselves.
No, they just got no reason to live.
Yeah, I
like,
mean-
he didn't say, go kill yourself, you short fuck. Like, he's just like, you just don't have much of a reason to live, man.
I like this music because it's like my soul lit in blue light.
What?
It was dark music.
Oh.
I was. Shut up. It was to
My
me,
soul is also lit in blue light.
Yeah,
It
this-
makes no sense on why we're play.
That shut up was not to you. That was to me. The house was just lit in this blue, ominous light.
It was like really weird.
And I know we didn't do it, so it had to have been the lighting directors. I mean, the ghosts.
I mean the natural light fixtures coming through. This is a really, really nice house.
Yeah.
Like, for being in a town of like
48.
48, like, this must have just been where like the land baron lived, and he's just like, look at this rich, decadent house that I have. And then they're just like, let's fucking kill him.
Holy
And-
shit, the dog heard 3 knocks and is staring
Okay.
at the hutch.
So that's obviously a sign of something. That's a sign of the demonic.
Yeah!
So we're definitely solid on this. Is probably and it's a kid, and so like there's that too, because they always seem to pop up as children, because they're innocent looking. You know, they're like, hey, it's just a little old me.
Just a little kid.
Come on, boy. I'm really, really into this post-Americana. Like, he's Mr. Dude Guy. As the dog, I have a very extensive knowledge of furniture. I've got an eye for it, you
And
could say.
design aesthetics. Yeah. And nothing bad ever happened again.
Oh, God. Hodor. If this was The Conjuring, there would be someone behind that door.
There is.
There's someone behind the door.
There is something haunting the Pratchett's remote Nebraska farm. Yeah, it's called agriculture.
It's called The Spirit of the Wild.
As soon as I turned on the lights, it was bright and it wasn't lit by this weird blue glow. Blah, 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 blah. Oh boy. Have you considered hiding under the covers?
That is actually the number one thing that I've always heard. It works in every movie.
Yeah.
Except for every new movie that I've ever watched where the ghost just throws it right off, and then you're just like screaming alone in your bed.
I think it's because they've wised up.
They've been watching the movies too. Look what you've done, Hollywood.
Forecast. Plenty of sunshine today with temperatures appropriate for this region and time of year.
Is that what they said? That would be awesome.
I mean, it was just like generic weather.
That's because she wasn't. She's a teenager now almost. She's 13. Technically a teen, and she doesn't want to go to bed because she wants to watch Frasier till the middle of the night. Because they're on reruns.
I didn't want to burden my mom and dad with the adoption coming up. The hell?
Wait, what? They're adopting someone?
Are they adopting the girls?
Maybe that's why they needed a quiet space. They're like, we used to live in the big city when it was just me and Danielle, but now we adopted these
Randy.
2 bum children that ruin our lives and get us infected with ghost. She has a funny accent.
She also apparently thinks a flute is a strange noise.
I mean, it would be really weird if randomly I woke up and someone was playing a fucking flute in my house. And I live with Alex, who's like a music major. And it would still weird me. It would give me I'd be like, Alex, what are you doing? He's like, I'm asleep, man. I'd be like, oh, God, someone's playing a flute in our house.
Yeah, but he's just...
Someone's playing Ocarina of Time in our house.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Alex is just a sleep flautist.
I mean, maybe. That's a possible explanation, is sleep flout. But we don't even own a flute. It's the dog. The dog's just trapped in there and trying to get out.
That doesn't...
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that would be weird. Like if like
that's fucking terrible.
No wonder her sister wasn't sleeping very well. The spirit was punching her in the back all night.
In the kidney, she's peeing blood.
She's just like, oh my God, it just hurts. It's the worst bed ever.
Nope, nothing underneath here except for
the boogeyman.
It's okay, honey, you're just delusional.
Yeah, dude, so delusional. Look at her face.
Like, I know that they're supposed to, like, show that they're being caring parents, but those are just, like, the look on those actors' faces is just, like, they don't care. They don't give 2 shits. Like, she's acting her heart out, doing her best, and the mom and dad are just like, well, this is scary, I'm sorry. I love you, and this is terrifying, and I know I'm supposed to look more, like, worried and concerned, but, like, they're not paying
I feel like we could probably make this show and like basically just like if we were making the show, we'd just get a bunch of our friends together who clearly don't know how to act because none of there's a lot of them that are theater actors, but none of them are professional actors, and we could just be like, all right, this is what the scene is, and we could just record them in like 2 takes, and then they'd have the same par on as like these people.
Well, I feel like this was all done in 1 take.
It's the longest pan scene in all of like TV history.
Well, no, each scene was done in 1 take, but like it's not all like a single take episode.
So no, it's all in 1 take with 10 different cameras. That's how they record every episode. That's how they keep costs down so they can have their great CGI effects.
What if the reason they have to keep costs down is because they actually buy these homes to shoot in?
Yeah, dude. The Syfi Channel is actually doing everyone a service. They're getting these houses off the market so that other people can't be like haunted by them.
Oh, what's this? A tunnel in the basement?
A hidden mine? It looks like a mine. Look.
This most certainly can't be completely terrifying.
Now I'm the prospector. I said, listen here, mister. Your gold caves is running dry. Looks like you going out to California. What were you hiding in the deep freeze? What's she getting out of the deep freeze? A body?
Yeah.
It's just filled with the bodies hit the floor. It's filled with more of the it's ice cream. It's like it's filled with more of the animals that guy was taxidermy.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Okay. Enough of that.
Sorry. You're right. We can't afford that.
Yeah, that's not. We don't have the money for that.
Alex, every time you hear me doing that, I just want there to be a loud beep.
Just pencil in something else, and then it makes us look like we don't even have enough money to pay you for anything. Just like.
I just like the idea for that brief amount of time. They're just a.
Or he just mutes it and puts like a 1920 sounding piano on there or something like that. And it's just like, what is this? Well, why did they? And then like Wes just goes, "Oh, Nate, you gotta stop that. We can't." And it's just, or even better, we put a sound of a recorder going. So we're just like, and now we're talking about it. So people are like, "Oh, this is less confusing."
Yeah. I want to say, so here's the thing. This is what I don't like about this drawing. We have established that she is like does fashiony things because in one of the establishing shots in her room there was just like pictures of like fat like design sketches for outfits that seem to be really well done. That dog looks pretty good, and then that is just like a.
Look, she's just like Hitler. She couldn't draw people very well.
Zing!
Not saying she's a Nazi. She's just never gonna go to the Vienna School of Art.
I'm just. Alright, I'm leaving.
Bye, Nate. Shut the door behind you. Good. Okay, now it's just me.
Good, I'm coming back out.
Okay, here he goes.
Listen here, you son of a bitch.
Are you done pouting?
I'm done pouting.
Okay. Don't make mommy and daddy have a fight on this while other people are trying to listen. I'm gonna learn you something about post like classical Americana China.
I really think Nate left. I think that really happened.
It had sound effects.
Oh, hello.
This is where our cover theory doesn't work very well.
It's not. Here's the thing. It's just the.
Do you think they're
dog.
gonna like pull? Okay. Do you think like one of the girl's legs is gonna get pulled?
Nope.
They just flipped her.
They just flipped her.
They just flipped her. She's like a coin.
I felt like I was taped down, not pinned, not forced, but just
The
taped.
ghost gorilla glued me to the bed because it's a prankster ghost. It does things like it draws wieners on my forehead and oh damn, that was creepy.
Shit.
Oh, that's a creepy looking thing. I would
Oh
hate.
yeah. This episode just got
real.
Well, no, it didn't get real. I mean, it's still.
Frat starters were terrorized by a spirit on their remote farm, where they harvest remotes.
Listen, it's the only kind of agriculture they know how to do.
My family. Hi, I'm Randy, and I come from a long line of remote farmers. My daddy did it, my grandpappy did it, and well, we just kind of got into the industry when my grandpappy did it because before that, there were no needs for remotes.
Oh fuck!
Ew, did it spit blood on her?
Yeah, it did.
Ew, that's how you get the ghost HIV.
Not only that, but did you see like how plaintive her face became? That she's now gonna have like a part of this demon in her people body.
Oh, now it's laying next to her. No, it's just her sister. You got really fugly last night.
She turns around, there she is again. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm being haunted.
You're not being haunted. You're being targeted.
I mean, it technically counts as haunting, right? Oh.
Oh yeah.
This one's a good. This is a big attack episode.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you think that Excedrin would help this?
No, but I bet if she took an Aleve a day, it would be all right.
Or like drank some holy water?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for all of you people out there. If anyone could ask like a priest, because obviously I can't. But if I drink holy water for like a week straight, like can nothing mess with me because I'll sweat out holy water also?
You would have to keep drinking holy water continuously.
That can be arranged. Okay, what about if I just people are 80% like
Yeah.
they're 80% water. and all I need to do is have a priest bless the water.
Yeah.
Could I just have him if he blesses me, dude, does that make my blood holy water?
I mean,
holy blood water.
Yeah. And then only like Catholic vampires could drink from you.
I don't know, man. They're still scared of the cross.
I bet it would work, but like you would have to like get your water from like a well, and like the priest would have to bless the well.
Why would I have to have the well blessed?
Well, so that way you would like that would be your main water source. So that way like you would just be drinking nothing but holy water all the time.
Okay, so I get like a well blessed, and then I get my body blessed, and then I'm just constantly like bottling holy water.
Right.
And then what if I start selling it? Does it taint the water?
Yeah, probably.
How does it taint the water?
Well,
why haven't priests just been going around to every like eddy and like pond and stuff like that? We could eliminate this demon problem that we have in America. I'm gonna make America great again by getting rid of our truest and darkest enemy, Satan.
Oh boy. Well, first of all,
Donald Trump hasn't even promised that, okay? Like I have made a promise that by at least like I'll try running for president under that sometime. I'll be like, listen, I'm going to make America holy again. And then the evangelicals will be like, well, he said holy, and I'm down on that, but it's really just going to be me telling priests to go bless little ponds and rivers and streams.
Well, if that's the case, I have some... if you're afraid that Satan is America's biggest enemy, then I have some farmland to sell you in 17th century Massachusetts. Because you're a Puritan.
I heard there's witches there. I'm not too keen on that.
Yeah, well, you gotta get rid of the devil scourge. Also, I feel like selling holy water is probably a big no-no for the Lord.
No, I mean like they did that. That's why the Reformation happened.
Yeah,
because the Catholics were doing it, and they're still around.
Yeah, but so is the devil. So I'm just saying.
Well, that's because no one's gone around blessing water enough. They just like bless a bucket. Like, what's a bucket gonna? That's like, here's one bullet that can kill people. Everything else is blanks. Like, if you just gave bullets to people, that's how people kill people, is with bullets. So if we really want to kick the devil in his little dick, bless every piece of water you can find. Like reservoirs, aqueducts.
Aren't all ducks aqueducts?
Trash ponds.
Trash ponds.
Yeah, you know those ugly ponds that generally horses swim in or cows.
Filled with trash.
Yeah. Oil wells, because then we can have holy oil also, and our cars can run on holy oil, and that way they can't possess our cars.
This is...
You know what? Let's just get priests to go around just like blessing. It would be like Minecraft for like the Catholic Church. Like, instead of building things, you just have to go and bless everything that you ever see. And then like, I think it'll work.
Okay. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I zoned out. I'm just gonna say I disagree, but I don't have a good reason. Because
it's never been done. Like, how are we supposed to know? It's an experimental, like, warfare plan that I have drawn up in my head. I'm going to write a letter to the Pope, and he's probably never going to open it. But, like, years later in the Vatican's archives, like, some future Pope is going to see it and be like, that guy was writing about this.
Future Pope!
In, like, in the early part of the 21st century. Why didn't we listen to this? And they'll be like, we just thought he was a madman. Mm-hmm. And then it turns out that I'm a genius and the savior of the Catholic Church.
Okay, all right. Sounds like a plan. I guess that's a plan.
Yeah. Because I want to. I'm a ghost. I just do what I want. I can walk through walls. Why wouldn't I go to her room? So these paranormal investigators are looking at the barn?
Yeah, and are you doing an EMF reading? But you knew that because you were watching and not listening to this tangent that happened.
Well, okay, no, it was a good tangent, okay? I mean, it was topical enough.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was. You're not wrong.
Alright, and we don't know where the demon came from yet.
Probably hell.
Okay, that's good, yeah. Allegedly.
If I would have to guess,
or if we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, he came from the demon realm.
yeah. If I had to guess, just.
But
like
in between hell, like he's like where was his layaway station? In a wicker basket?
No. But
oh shit. There he is. He's dressed like a butler.
It was the butler in the barn with the billy club.
It's the butler in a barn with demon magic.
It was fuck, Colonel Mustard literally never saw it coming.
Man, I'm on it today, like with the butler in the barn. I called it. Oh, there he is. He's the butler again. It's like they wouldn't let me serve them in life, now I'll serve them in death.
Either that or like he continued to want to serve. I have served this family for many years, and I will continue to go on serving this family.
He didn't get that like another family bought it. He's like, this is the Richardsons.
Ah. Wait, something broke an arm? What?
I mean...
Or break down a camera. I don't...
Oh, it melted the tape. That is evil. But it did melt the camera. Like, the camera's perfectly fine.
Huh.
I've never seen that happen on a show.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen either.
I wonder what demon it is.
Reggie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bevan.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say Randy, but then like
that's already a guy.
Yeah,
like,
guy's
maybe
name.
that's why that demon's really mad because he's like, "Ain't no more Randys but me here."
Randy.
This is a one Randy kind of house.
Randy Randerson.
Wandy Anderson. Oh, his name is Steven.
Is that your first or last name?
No, it's Steven. That's why he said it twice.
Oh my god, it's even Steven.
Richard Steven.
Richard.
Or Steven Richard, one of the two.
Steven Richardsonville.
Okay, so we're looking for everyone in this area that's ever lived here named Richard Steven or Steven Richard or Richard Steven.
Right. He may have gone by Steve or Rick.
Or Rich or Dick.
Or Rich.
He could have gone by Dick for a while.
No.
Nah, and me. Ew. That's creepy.
Run where?
Like
outside?
Back to where she came. I don't know. She didn't live in this house forever. I'd know that.
When I was confronted with all of this evidence, I was excited because this means I get to watch this family be terrified and tortured and gather concrete evidence and do nothing to alleviate their suffering.
I was really excited when I heard this because now I can 100% say to those people, Steven is in your house. He's a bad dude. You don't want to mess with the demon named Steven.
Oh, well, that's handy.
Oh, there's one from Nevada.
Yeah.
But they're in Nebraska.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a shit... Okay, I'm going to look this up right now while we're doing this. Yeah. I'm going to look up how many Steven Richards I can find.
That are historical?
Just in general. Like, I got my handy phone out, and I'm going to find out how many Steven Richards there are.
You would think that, like, they're purchasing this home in Norman, Nebraska, and be like, yeah, so just, like, it's 120 acres, comes connected to with a barn, and a silo.
Okay, I take back everything I said. Because when you look up Steven Richard, the first thing that pops up is murderer in Nebraska.
Right. It's just, it's got this nice home. It's been renovated, a lot of new fixtures, and like modern appliances, and also like the Bloody Butcher of Kearney
Of 9 people.
Yeah, used to live here, so like that's something you should pay attention to. Like I liked how all of that sound, except for what was that thing about the Bloody Butcher? Oh yeah, just like some guy who murdered a bunch of people used to live on this land. It's not a big deal. Should never come up.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
You shouldn't bother. He's he like died in the 1800s.
Is that Bill Hader?
I hope so. That guy looks like he was like cast to be old, but like he's like way younger, so they put a fake mustache on it. It's like,
did they get the black and white old timey photography from Silver Dollar City?
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like Silver Dollar City. Like they're like, hey, did you want to dress like this? No, I wanted to be a Confederate soldier. We don't do that anymore. Here's a fake mustache. You can look like John Wilkes Booth if you want. What book is that? It's just a book on Stephen Richard.
Yeah.
Nice. I wonder if I can find that on Amazon.
Probably. Again, like I love like a lot of these. A lot of these are just like, yeah, like here's this nice house. Also, like like a murderer, or demon, or something terrible happened. Never comes up in like the closing process or like in the the walkthrough or anything.
Oh yeah, we can totally post this on. We'll post this up for you guys. There's actually you can actually read on Syfi channel. Stephen Richards' whole confession.
All right.
So
when this episode goes up, there's going to be an additional link of his confession. And
that should get you true crime like nuts out there too.
Yeah.
Ooh, how ghoulish. Okay, so these are like.
Oh.
So that's why he's been messing with the girls.
Yeah.
Because he's a child murderer.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. The actor in this.
Mm-hmm. And I missed.
I think the thing that's great about that particular character. Okay, so look at this guy who's playing the murderer. Have you ever noticed when someone can't grow a mustache, or like when they can't grow, like when they can grow a beard, if they just have a natural mustache, you'll see a little bit somewhere where there's like a patch of like stubble. This guy has none. Like it's clearly a fake mustache. Like they're just like they didn't even try to make it look like
what tipped you off was the fact that like it's way too big for his face.
Yeah,
and, like, it just doesn't fit.
It's part of it. The other part of it is he looks like a baby face everywhere else. Like, okay, so are the punchings like that's the girls?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is infected with like a ghost of a murderer and also the murdered girls.
Yeah, and the murdered mother.
Okay.
And he put the axe on the cabinet.
And that's why it's cursed.
Yeah.
Forever. That's why they put it in the barn.
Tainted with her blood. Oh, that this thing is in my house. Ah, good. So it's present tense. It's still there.
Yes.
I think that tree's cold.
Oh, we need to put a sweater on it.
Eat some goddamn leaves.
I wonder. Okay, what you should find out for this murder is like, did he specifically hate something other than women? Like he's just like, man, I really hate like the smell of like. I don't know.
No, I don't.
Because then just do that the entire time to where it pisses him off. He's like, fuck, I'm leaving. Like, he's like, man, he hated like cats like crazy. He couldn't stand them.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know.
I guess he hated hanging. Like,
Hey, just-
just put a noose in your house.
Who has just like a free, like just a free hanging noose in their barn?
You can,
Also, and I just want to point this out, who hangs someone on the property that they lived at, not like at the gallows?
well, this is a town of 46 people. Maybe their barn was also the gallows.
I mean, what if it was a town of like 57 people, but like he killed 9 of them?
Yeah.
What if his barn was the gallows?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, what if the barn was the gallows and like it's just like country justice? They used to call it the hanging barn.
Oh, good.
So did he's escaped death and lit the barn on fire apparently.
Hell?
Like, this guy is a madman.
Wait, no, hang on.
Or did he light a barn on fire and then like
I think
get
this is
hung?
supposed to be like a premonitional warning kind of thing.
Like a dream?
Yeah.
Hey girl, your barn's on fire. Okay, we really need to start paying more attention to these shows because we get off on like tangents and then we don't even know what's going on and like we're guessing while these people are trying to watch this also. Like,
No, I'd like to imagine that they're just like, okay, we get it. You're funny.
they're just sitting there like, okay, I know more about what's going on. Like, they're just guessing now. They're like,
I'm
oh,
also like, also we have subtitles on, so like we can just read it.
that's true, but we just don't.
I mean, I do.
Okay.
I don't even pay attention to the screen most of the time. I'm just like, oh, what do I need to catch up on? Ah, subtitles. You clever bitch. Hello.
Oh, shit. He's murdering. It's killing time. That's all I'm going to do. We can do that amount, I think.
I mean, listen, you get one shot and you use Echo and the Bunnyman.
That's a good shot.
That's a great shot. Huh. I looked out.
And my barn was on fire. So he really did light the barn on fire in real life. The ghost lit the barn on fire. Or what if, like, okay, here's the skeptic in me right here. It's like, this guy moved out to the middle of nowhere, hated it. His wife and children were convinced, like, after they found out there was a murderer that, like, murdered a bunch of people in this house, he just wanted the insurance so he could get more money to move somewhere else. So he lit his barn on fire and blamed a ghost.
I like it.
He's like, why would I light my own barn on fire? That makes no sense. He's taking his revenge by lighting my... He's a murderer. He could have lit their house on fire, but he's like, fuck this barn.
Nah. I gotta burn the barn down so that way they don't realize that I'm actually just, like, choking the life out of their daughters. What if, spoiler alert, it's not Stephen Pritchett, it's actually, like, the other daughter?
Yeah. Or the devil.
I mean, also that, too.
Look, she didn't... Okay, that's the other thing. He just let go of her whenever her mom walked. He's like, oh, shit, the mom found me.
Huh. I guess the mom came in.
Guess
Probably
I gotta
should let her
go. You had your fun this time, kid. I guess I got caught. What were you doing to mess with him in the first place? Oh, they were adopting another kid.
Yeah, guess what his name was?
Steven?
Richard Stevens.
That would be awesome.
And the kid turns around, and he has a giant fake black mustache!
Dun dun dun!
And it's Corey Feldman's character from Halloween, where he becomes possessed by Jason.
Yeah. Hey, dog, what's going on, man? Hey, it's just me, the dog.
Hey, I'm just your
I'm glad this episode didn't involve anything where a dog got hurt.
I mean, the dog is currently... They are currently...
Occupying the space still.
Not only that, but also, like, they're, like, lovingly throwing the fruit. Oh,
Look, she found a penny whistle.
Yeah. I just want to say they were having a fun family moment. All around the smoldering ashes of their demon burnt barn, and they're just like, isn't it great how like the life is fun and joys in the world, and also the barn burned down.
I mean, it did say that they got they did a ceremony to like cleanse the place, and
it
stuff
was
like
magical.
That. But I think what really we're missing is there's going to be a sequel to this where
it's called Nebraska Friend, and it's all about that penny whistle.
It's called like Nebraska Fiend 2. And it's gonna be like Richard's Revenge, because like now it's like they just set it up for one where they're like, they thought everything was gonna be okay, and they survived as a family, and they even added another family member, but then Richard, just to remind him that he was still around, left his penny whistle for them to find.
I found this penny whistle. Oh, hey guys.
Oh, we've never been super scared of someone with a penny whistle. Like,
so I noticed you found my penny whistle. Guess who's gonna get a spookin'?
All right, that was once again Nebraska Fiend 1.
Don't get we're not whatever.
There may be a Nebraska theme 2. I gotta message Paranormal Witness and see if it's in the works.
First, we gotta summon like the possessed ghost of Stephen Richards.
Right,
Right back from hell.
Thank you for joining us, though. My name is Wes Potts.
I'm Nate Bledsoe.
And keep it spooky out there, ghosties.
Yeah!